In this video, we're going to be going over example number 2 in lesson 10.3, and we're relating similar triangles and slope. Okay. Example number 2 says, which of the following slope triangles could you use to find the slope of the line with the equation y equals 3/4 x minus 4, and then it says explain your reasoning. Okay. So we have a bunch of different slope triangles, and we need to figure out which of these could we use to find the slope of the line with this equation right here, y equals 3/4 x minus 4. So the first thing we have to remember is when we're given an equation, this equation is in slope-intercept form already because it's in the form y equals mx plus b. So here, let's write that down, y equals mx plus b. Which means that m is 3/4 and then b is -4, right? Because it's minus 4, so it's a -4. All right, but when we are relating triangles, slope triangles with an equation, the most important thing is what is the slope of the equation. M is your slope. Remember, the slope is the number with the x, so 3/4 is your slope. And remember, slope is like a rise over a run. So thankfully, this equation already has our slope written in the form of a rise over a run. It's already a fraction. So 3 is the rise and 4 is the run in our slope right there. This is our slope. Okay, so now let's look at our triangles, our slope triangles. We have to figure out which of these can be used for this equation where our slope is 3/4. All right, well, here's how we do this. We have to look at each triangle separately, and we have to figure out which one has a rise over a run, which slope triangle has a rise over a run that's 3/4, okay? So here, let's look at our first triangle. Let's look at the rise. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rise here is 4. And the run is 1, 2, 3. So in this case, the run is 3. Okay? So if we do the rise over the run, in this case, well, let's see here. The rise over the run would be 4/3. But see, but our equation has the slope as 3/4, which is not the same as 4/3. Okay, so if they're asking if this slope triangle could be used for this equation, the answer is no. Okay, and the answer is no, because the ratio of the rise to the run is, the rise to the run of the slope triangle is not 3/4. Okay, in this case it's 4/3, which is not 3/4. All right, let's look at our second triangle. We need to check the rise and the run of the slope triangle to see if it matches the equation slope, which is 3/4. So let's see, the rise is 1, 2, 3. And the run is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we put it as the rise of the run, it's 3/4, which does match our equation slope. The slope of the equation is 3/4, and this slope triangle also has a slope of 3/4. So this is yes, because the ratio of the rise to the run of the slope triangle is 3/4. Okay, let's look at our third triangle. Check the rise over the run to see if it matches the equation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the rise here is 8. And the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your run is 6. Okay, well, 8 over 6. Well, wait a second, that reduces. We can reduce 8 over 6, the fraction, the rise over the run. So we can divide both of these by 2, which gives you 4/3. Okay, so even though the rise over the run is 8 over 6, it reduces to 4/3. So the answer here is no. Okay, this one will relate back to the reason that this is no, because the ratio of the rise to the run of the slope triangle is not 3/4. Okay, so this one has the same explanation. Right, because it has to be 3/4, but in this case it's 4/3 when it's reduced. So let's look at the last one. The last one, the rise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the rise is 6. And the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units long. So the run is 8. Okay, so if we put the rise over the run together, it's 6 over 8. Okay, and same as last triangle, last slope triangle, right? We have to reduce this fraction. You can divide the top and the bottom by 2. So our rise over our run is 3/4, which matches the slope of the equation. So this is a yes. This slope triangle can be used to find the slope of this line with the equation y equals 3/4 x minus 4, because this is the same explanation as this triangle right there. It's yes because the ratio of the rise over the run, right, which is right here, 3/4 of the slope triangle is 3/4, right, because after you reduce 6 over 8 it becomes 3/4. All right, so again, to recap, you can use any slope triangle for an equation when the slope of the triangle is the same as the equation. The rise over the run has to be equal between the equation and the slope triangle. Okay, so now you want to try the got it number 2 and then watch the video to make sure that you got it correct.